certainly have adequate help with the laundry this morning. Right? Right? Good morning, everyone. Me and the kitties are having to deal with the chicken being back, at least the one black guy. I hear him outside carrying on. Carrying on. Yep, guys, I'll make sure he goes away. It's always cute how Morris comes up behind Stripe and curls his tail around him. Very cute. Very cuteness. Well, I sure hope to see some birds in the bird bath today. That would be nice. I just saw a pretty red cardinal out on the other side of the bridge come through. I mean, the birds are often in this tree and then on the hollies, and I mean, we've got a lot of activity. I'm guessing the bird feeder is a combination of, we're still putting suet in the suet feeder on the other side of the driveway, and a lot of the songbirds are eating from there. And, you know, we got the mahonia berries. We got a lot of natural stuff, and it's summer. It's not winter. You know, the birds are looking more for food in the bird feeder in the wintertime, but who knows? Don's trying to get off his conference call so we can go walk before I leave to shop. Good morning, Gray. Good morning. Hey there, sweetie pea. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi. It's Tuesday, but I'll be in to sit with you and do the video when I get home, okay? Good girl. Good girl. And look, Johnny will be home within the week. Yep. Well, we're out here doing our morning walk. There's a very pleasant, cool breeze. It's making it pretty nice out here. Unfortunately, we haven't walked the park. Got out of our routine a bit, and there's a lot of trash. Lots of trash. Well, plus it's baseball season too, so we've been here less, and then there's more people using the park. So JB did make it to his campground in Georgia last night with no problems, and he's heading on home the rest of the way today. All right, that's just a shiny leaf. It happens sometimes. But yeah, we got a nice stiff, cool breeze out here today. It's making for very pleasant walking. I just saw 4 bluebirds on our box and then fly away from the box. That box has probably had successful babies this year. And I'm just picking up more trash in the field. More trash in the field. This one still had alcohol in it. Well, I'm in Ruby now on my way to the chiropractor. Let's go ahead and engage FSD. I did remember to navigate there. You know, we rushed through the park. We really didn't have time for even our full 30 minutes, but we did make a good pass and pick up a lot of trash. We would have walked more, you know, distance-wise if we weren't bending over so much, but that's okay. The park looked a lot better. Don was headed into his office for the day. He's got some things to do. And I'm thinking about all the things I want to do before Johnny comes home. I need to swap closets, winter versus summer clothes. And I need to do a little bit of that from Dawn and a lot of that for me. And that would be good to get that knocked out. And then, you know, I need to put away the Easter stuff. And then next theme is going to be butterflies. And help Johnny with his stuff when he comes home. You know, whatever else there is to stow and take care of. But so I might work on the clothes a little bit when I get home today. And I probably will work on the Easter stuff tomorrow. Thank goodness most of the outside stuff is in order now. I'm going to put my book on and listen for a bit here. I haven't had a chance to listen to my story for a few days. People have been talking about the lines when you back up being extended farther now with the latest release. And I tried to pay attention with Ruby because, you know, she's got on the spring update now too. And if the lines are different, it's not standing out to me. I guess I look where the bumper starts to, like, where I can't see on the camera the cement anymore or whatever, and that's how I've always relied on it. The lines are just to help, but plus I'm looking at the pointed down side mirrors to tell exactly where I am. So I don't know if it's changed on Ruby. I haven't noticed. I guess I'd have to try Jules also. But I'm thinking maybe it's just hardware 4 cars where they added the B-pillar and the grid display and some of those other things that changed the lines. Maybe not hardware 3 cars. Anybody have any opinions about that? Well, I have some happy news. I have a black cat chickadee eating bird seed from the bird feeder and also carrying it off. And I did see it carry it off in the direction of the side yard where I know that kind of bird has a nest in the birdhouse, the one with the little hole. That's really for a brown nuthatch, but it's okay. It's a black cat chickadee. Has babies in there. I heard them chirping excitedly from mom a couple days ago. And so I suspect mom or dad is eating and carrying some of the seed to the babies. So that's the first time I've had a bird at the new bird feeder that I've known about. All right, let's see what I can find at Guardian Angel Apex. This pot is really tempting and it's only $5, but it's metal. So I'm afraid if it gets chipped or whatever that it won't hold up outside. And they're putting up a few patriotic things in place of the Easter stuff now that it's gone. Anybody need a pineapple? It's a nice piece of crystal. I did decide to get this pot for $8. It's had the holes drilled, but it doesn't look like it's really had dirt in it. Maybe it had a pot in a pot. I don't see any Legos. I've got 2 taxidermy things for Michelle, but I'll spare you showing you those. One of them is like, oh God, do I have to pick that up? But yes, for Michelle, I will. I left my cart at the curb. I'm gonna drive up so I don't have to push the cart back. Between the big plant pot and the box with Michelle's stuff in it, it was too much to hand carry. Gotten a little warmer out here. Still a pretty nice day. I wanted to show you that this wisteria is blooming. There's 3 that I see. So I am pleased that it did bloom. Obviously, you know, the whole thing being filled with purple blooms would be better, but that's 3 more I think than I had last year, or I had 1 flower last year. So hopefully it's going to be happier in this spot and it's going to take off. I got what I needed at Whole Foods and I'm home now. Don made a short appearance and helped me unload. He's really busy back in his office, so I'm probably going to go full with those clothes for a bit. This is the birdhouse that has the black cat chickadee babies and mama. Did you do a good job helping me with the clothes? He just laid right there the whole time. It was basically buried with clothes and clothes bins around him, and he just stayed there and hung out the whole time. Didn't move, didn't cause no trouble, didn't help, but he kept me company. Don's done for the day, and after he got done, I got him busy because all of his stuff is swapped and all of my stuff is swapped. And let me tell you, I've been working for over 2 hours on that. It's not fun and I don't like it, but it had to be done. It had to be done. And there's a big donation to Guardian Angel that's been carried out to the van. We really need to drive the van and drop off the donation. It's too late today, though. It's going on 6 and they're closing. I'm going to swap out my Easter wreaths for butterflies and spring, summer looking stuff, and Don's brought one of my solar mushrooms in. We've eaten and it's around 8 p.m. And he's going to try replacing the battery and see if we can get it back online. Thank you for coming out with me for a few minutes. And
you're welcome, sweetie.
I asked him if he had something he could fiddle. Well, he offered to come, and then I said, well, do you have something you can do? And then I found something. I've always got something, right? Well, Don had the first 2 fixed lickety split, and then he ran into a rusted shut screw and a broken wire, and it slowed him down on number 3.
Yeah.
You were on a roll.
Yeah, and this one is, well, that's the only one I really care about.
Well, that's the one I care about the most, is what I said. I care about that one the most.
Yes, I got the drift. Thank you, sweetie.
Well, I took the one wreath in the house already. Don's got to glue 2 of my butterflies back together. This is the other one. I should have done a video. The other one has the, bluebirds and the ladybugs and the bees on it.
Well, Houston, we have a problem. I cannot believe how many wires this little thing has got together. And they were broke. I mean, some of them were broke. Well, first of all, obviously taking it apart, I could have destroyed it. But they didn't really solder it. They just twisted it together. There's this little thing right here. This little LED thing. I think this is all that was lighting up. I don't remember the LEDs under the toadstool or the doorway lighting up. This thing's got 9 LEDs altogether. This blue wire is the kicker. I didn't know it was broken off until I took this apart. I put the yellow and the black wire back on like I think it belongs. But I cannot really figure out where the blue wire went. And I can't tell by looking at these solder pads where it went. So the bottom line is, at this point, I'm going to let Marianne know that I'm not going to be able to fix this. Obviously, I guess I could test each LED, because obviously I got a white and a red and a black wire coming down here, and I could see if any of those LEDs light up. Maybe if the LEDs light up and I get another little solar thing. Oh, right. Well, so sure. The other thing is that's probably the solar cell ties into this. This black and white wire right here, this yellow and black is probably the solar cell, and all these red and black are the LEDs. And bottom line is, don't know, can't figure it out. He's phasing how complicated a little thing like this. It does use a little 4-pin LED, 4-pin charge controller, what do you call that? LED driver, I guess, and it handles not charging the battery, overcharging the battery. So anyway, this is a bust. Okay, so I figured out the wiring here. I've got the 3 little lights that light up from the inside working, and 6 LEDs, except for this one right here is legitimately not working. But so we have 8 of the 9 LEDs working, and this is the solar cell, the black and the white. So I guess tomorrow night, or maybe I'll see if I can get this working, but I still haven't figured out where. I see where the yellow and the black go for the solar cell, and the black common for the LEDs and the black for the solar cell tie together. However, I don't know where the white wire goes. Excuse me, the blue wire. Remember, there was a blue wire that went to this thing, and that's the only part that I don't know where it goes. I'll have to figure out. But this right here, probably, little thing probably works.